Robb Stark arrives at the Twins with his northern army. He has two purposes for this visit. First, to serve as his uncle's groomsman and wed a Frey girl. Second, to apologize to Lord Walder for breaking their marriage pact. During their stay, Lord Walder invokes guest right, offering Robb's party bread and salt. Guest right is an ancient tradition. In Westeros spanning millennia, once guest and host share salt and bread, neither may harm the other. Violators face divine retribution. Robb, as king in the north, makes formal apology to Lord Walder. He confesses marrying for love instead. Though deeply insulted, Walder masks his fury. Robb trusts the Freys dare not act. At nightfall, Walder enters the hall, leaning on his bride. Robb's uncle looks despondent, having seen Walder's homely daughters earlier that day. He expects no beauty in his bride, but when the veil lifts, he's stunned. The bride is fair and gentle, defying all expectations. Edmure's earlier displeasure melts away instantly. Amidst cheers and blessings, the couple exchanges vows. Robb celebrates the successful alliance, never suspecting his choice to marry will bring doom to House Stark. The feast begins with laughter and music. Walder maintains perfect composure, lulling battle-hardened northern lords into relaxed celebration. Catelyn, who once lost sleep over the broken vow, now smiles with cautious relief. Watching her son, she lowers her guard completely. Ned's brutal execution, Sansa held captive in King's Landing, Arya missing, all fade from her mind. Now Robb embodies Stark resurgence. Suddenly, a soldier seals the hall's doors. The joyous wedding music stops abruptly. The Rains of Castamere begins playing. Meanwhile, Arya arrives at the Twins. After Ned's death, she traveled north, with Sandor Clegane as her companion. Driven by hope to reunite with family, she journeys here. Guards bar them, claiming the feast ended. The Hound turns, Arya has vanished. Inside the Twins, Walder raises a wine goblet. Catelyn notices something amiss. Why play this ominous song at a wedding? She spots Roose Bolton's sinister smile. Terror strikes Catelyn. Frantically, she rips Bolton's sleeve. Chainmail armor beneath. Horror dawns. Too late. Stands frozen in shock. A cold dagger pierced Robb's wife's abdomen. Crossbow bolts rained down. The Frey slaughter began. In an instant, the joyous wedding became hell on earth. Unprepared northern lords were slaughtered one by one. Walder Frey watched with glee, pleased with his masterpiece. Robb crawled toward his bleeding wife. The price for following his heart, costing the north and his family. Perhaps he felt regret. Catelyn seized Walder's wife, bargaining for Robb's life.
More late enough! Let it end! He is my son, my first son. Let him go, and I swear we will forget this. I swear it by the all gods, and you will take no vengeance.
But Walder Frey wasn't listening. Catelyn broke her promise to wed Robb to his daughter.
But let Robb go! Robb, get out! Please!
Seeing no response from Robb, Catelyn used the hostage, appealed to honor and reason, to spare her son. Walder Frey coldly replied,
I'll find another. Lannisters send their regards.
Game of Thrones' greatest tragedy, known as the Red Wedding. George R.R. Martin crushed beauty with brutal artistry. 3,500 unarmed northern soldiers perished at the Twins. Some blame Robb for this tragedy, but he wasn't alone. The true architect was Tywin Lannister. Outplayed the Starks. To prove loyalty, Walder killed Robb, sewed Grey Wind's head on him, paraded the corpse. Arya witnessed this horror. She dreamed of reunion, now saw their lifeless bodies. This hellish scene seared into Arya's soul, fueling her resolve. The Red Wedding's cruelty made Arya's revenge sweeter. Yes, when Arya returned to the Twins, a queen returned.
People ask you what happened here. Tell them the North remembers. Tell them winter came for House Frey.
As Thrones fans, Arya reuniting with the Hound remains unforgettable. Post-Red Wedding, two lost souls wandered. The Hound wants to leave this sad place. However, some Riverrun soldiers caught Arya's eye. Listening to them discuss their dead relatives, she jumped off her horse. The soldiers kept describing how they put a direwolf's head on Robb, until Arya stood behind them. The soldiers weren't pleased with this sudden appearance. Arya said she just wanted food for money. She showed Jaqen Hagar's coin. Sorry, as the soldier bent to pick it up, Arya's stark blood showed. This was her first kill. The sudden change caught the others off guard. When they reacted, the Hound was already in front of Arya. A few rounds, the Hound easily took care of the rest. The Hound was angry at her actions, but he warned Arya, next time, tell me before you do something. Looking at the coin, she had never felt this desire for power. Now the Hound wasn't a kidnapper anymore, but he needed to keep up the kidnapper act. to take Arya to her aunt in the Eyrie for ransom, so the Hound could stay and protect her. Soon they came to a tavern, but hesitated to go in. There were 5 horses, meaning 5 people. The Hound was hungry. He couldn't fight if something happened. 2 people walked out of the tavern. Arya recognized the shorter one. He was the one who took her to Harrenhal and stole her needle. The Hound mocked Arya's weapon's name. He turned and realized she was gone. Needle was a parting gift from Jon Snow. Arya treasured it. Now she sees it again. She wants it back, of course. The Hound didn't know what was in the tavern, so he didn't want Arya to risk it. While they argued, a soldier suddenly opened the door. Since they were seen, the Hound walked into the tavern. However, as they sat down, the bald man recognized him.
You're the Hound.
The bald man was one of Joffrey's soldiers. He had seen the Hound in King's Landing. Now that Stannis was defeated at Blackwater, they pretended to be doing the King's work, burning, killing, and looting. Then they suggested the Hound join them, and return to King's Landing to serve Joffrey. Fuck the King. The Hound refused his kindness directly. Maybe the Hound would have considered it before, but now his life was no longer so lonely. He had someone to protect. However, the bald man persisted, relying on his numbers. He turned his attention to Arya. The Hound had lived a life of killing. He wasn't intimidated by these small fry, especially since they threatened his captive. The Hound acted first, gaining an advantage. Although he's still a strong fighter, he hasn't eaten in days. His strength is waning. At a key moment, Arya bought the Hound time. She seized the chance and subdued one man. Then, she ambushed Baldy and pulled Needle from his waist.
Something wrong with your leg, boy? Can you walk? Let's carry you.
This line, Baldy said at the night Euron was ambushed, to Arya's friend. Perhaps he had already forgotten, because he's killed too many innocents. But Arya never forgot, and remembers what he said when he took Needle to her.
Maybe I'll pick my teeth with it.
Fine little blade. Maybe I'll pick my teeth with it.
At that moment, he finally remembered her, but Arya didn't give Baldy a chance to speak. After taking care of everyone, the Hound finally had a good meal, and Arya finally had a horse of her own. Although Arya was being protected by the Hound, she still cursed him daily, but when they actually faced enemies, they were perfectly in sync, fighting together. At night, Arya still recited her kill list. It was the first time the Hound heard those names. Except Arya's list had 2 new additions, Beric Dondarrion and the Red Woman. The reason she would put those 2 on her kill list was because Beric sold Gendry to the Red Woman. Arya hated them both back then. That's why she fled the Brotherhood, and ended up getting caught by the Hound. The Hound wasn't interested in Arya's boring list. He urged her to hurry up and finish it, but when the Hound heard the last name, he froze.
Hound.
The Hound was once the person Arya hated most. His name was always at the top, but as the 2 spent time together, she subconsciously moved him to the end. Arya and the Hound's personalities both had a rebellious streak. They were free-spirited, hated evil, but deep down, they had integrity and kindness. To make Arya understand the harsh rules of survival, the Hound beat up the old man who helped them, and stole all his money.
You're the worst shit in the 7 kingdoms!
Plenty worse than me. I just understand the way things are. Now when it starts, they gotta behead before you figure it out.
Perhaps everything the Hound did was cruel, but it was reality. Now, with wars raging everywhere, even he couldn't guarantee his safety, let alone those who can't protect themselves. Like the old man before us, he was robbed clean by bandits. His life was coming to an end. Even though he knew there was no hope, he still habitually struggled. The Hound ended the old man's suffering. Then he showed Arya the heart's location, a rare moment of respite for both. The Hound was ambushed. Arya learned quickly. Her arrow struck down another man, though they eliminated 2 foes. The Hound sustained injuries. Arya feared infection. She tried cauterizing his wounds, but the Hound vehemently refused. She froze in terror. The fearsome Hound feared fire, not wanting to upset Arya. He revealed for the first time the story buried in his soul.
You say your brother gave you that sword. My brother gave me this. Pushed me to the fire like I was that nice juicy mutton chop.
All because I played with the Mountain's toy. Our father condoned his cruelty, always took his side, told everyone. My bedding caught fire. In the Game of Thrones, monsters hide behind kind faces. Kind souls wear monstrous masks to hide their true hearts. The Hound is the latter. Hardened exterior hides unexpected tenderness. Though Arya cursed him daily, she tended his wounds carefully, like weary father and stubborn child, finding unexpected warmth. They thought reaching the Eyrie meant ending their wandering, but guards informed Arya her Aunt Lisa was dead. Family members kept vanishing. Relentless tragic news crushed Arya's spirit. She burst into hysterical laughter. 3 days prior, Littlefinger pushed Lisa through Moon Door. Her aunt's death may have spared Arya. Now Sansa's with Littlefinger there. Had Arya fallen into his grasp, her fate would have been worse. After the purple wedding, he smuggled Sansa from King's Landing, claimed to save her from Cersei, in truth, used her Stark lineage to fuel his ambitions, later wed her to Ramsay, proved his treachery. Soon after reaching the Vale, he married lovesick Lisa, became Lord Protector, controlled puppet Lord Robin Arryn. Lisa became expendable. He staged their confrontation, let Lisa catch them kissing. As planned, Lisa turned her rage on Sansa. Since childhood, she lived in Catelyn's shadow. Catelyn's beauty outshone hers. More importantly, the man Lisa loved pined for Catelyn instead. That man was the adopted son of House Tully, Littlefinger. Lisa couldn't bear that her sister stole her love. Now that Catelyn was dead, must this tragedy repeat itself? With her daughter, blinded by jealousy, Lisa demanded Sansa's execution, without hearing explanations. Seeing an opportunity, Littlefinger intervened.
It's just like her mother, she'll never love you. I lied for you, killed for you.
Why bring her here? Why? Lisa was clearly referring to Catelyn. The lies and murder she mentioned concerned Jon Arryn's death. They conspired to poison him, then framed the Lannisters through forged letters. This deception led Ned Stark south, triggering the Stark family's downfall. Littlefinger promised to send Sansa away, calming Lisa temporarily.
I have only loved one woman. One. My entire life. Your sister.
Lisa never imagined she'd die by her beloved's hand. Littlefinger used this to gain Sansa's trust. When Vale Lord suspected his involvement, Sansa lied to protect him. She then revealed her true identity.
My name's not Elaine. It's Sansa Stark.
Lord Royce raged at Littlefinger's deception. Sansa explained her hidden identity was for protection from Cersei's spies. Even here isn't safe. Weeping, she recounted her mistreatment in King's Landing and Littlefinger's aid. Finally, she delivered the crucial lie. Lisa jumped through madness. Had she been a maid, none would believe her tale. But Ned Stark's honorable legacy and Sansa's birthright lent her words weight. With Tully Stark alliances and Sansa's testimony, the lords were convinced. Littlefinger not only survived, but gained Vale's trust. Sansa's cooperation surprised him. Why help me?
Why did you help me?
They'd have executed you. What would they have done with me?
Sansa was Littlefinger's pawn, though he felt some affection. She was Catelyn's daughter. Her escape from Joffrey's death sealed her dependence on him. He'd eliminated all her alternatives. Revealing Lisa's murder truth would doom Littlefinger, given his reputation. Though Sansa could thrive through Stark connections, she didn't see his endgame, binding herself to him completely. Meanwhile, Brienne and Pod met Hot Pie at the Crossroads Inn, learning Arya's whereabouts. After careful consideration, they decided to head to the Vale, 10 kilometers from the Eyrie. Brienne encountered Arya returning. Having never met before, Brienne didn't realize the girl before her was Arya Stark. The Hound's arrival revealed his identity. Only then did Brienne understand. This was the girl she sought. You're Arya Stark. Brienne came to protect Arya, under oath to Catelyn Stark. Though Catelyn died at the Red Wedding, Arya distrusted this southerner, who suddenly appeared. The Lannister blade at Brienne's waist was recognized by the Hound, confirming the Hound's suspicion. Arya believed Brienne was a Lannister assassin. The sword Brienne carried was indeed from Jaime, forged from rare Valyrian steel. It came from Ned Stark's ice, melted and split in two. Tywin gave one blade to Joffrey as a wedding gift, after cutting Tyrion's book with it. He named it Widow's Wail. The other went to Jaime, who passed it to Brienne, to protect the Stark girls. She renamed it Oathkeeper. Arya knew none of this, nor did the Hound believe it. Brienne insisted on taking Arya, swearing to protect her.
Her auntie Neary's dead. Her mother's dead. Her father's dead. Her brother's dead. Winterfell is a pile of rubble. There's no safety, you dumb bitch. You don't know that by now. You're the wrong one to watch over her.
That's what you're doing. Watching over her.
Aye, that's what
Neither
I'm
would
doing.
back down. To the Hound, Brienne's arrival felt like custody interference. Starved and wounded, he fought desperately. Brienne defeated him, sending him tumbling downhill. Brienne then found Arya gone. The Hound lay dying below, yet Arya returned to him. Between Brienne and the Hound, Arya chose the Hound. This comforted the dying man. He urged her to find Brienne, as he could no longer protect her.
Where the heart is. I'm ready.
She once wanted him dead most, yet now she couldn't strike. Her hatred had faded during their journey. Even when he mentioned Micah's death, Arya remained unmoved. His taunts turned to pleas.
Do it. Do it.
She didn't kill him, instead took his silver. Their harsh journey showed the Hound Arya's growth. They couldn't see each other as enemies. Miraculously, the Hound survived. Their reunion came during the long night battle. Riding toward King's Landing, Arya caught up with him. Their last ride together. Shared destination, different goals. He sought the Mountain's death. She aimed to kill Cersei.
Will leave me to die again if I get hurt?
Probably.
Simple words, heavy with old companionship. They met again. In the collapsing Red Keep, the Hound stopped Arya, blocking her path to Cersei. His final act protecting his little bird.
You come with me. You die here.
Arya knew this was goodbye. All her gratitude came through one final word.
Andor.
If Sansa showed him the meaning of love, then Arya made the Hound feel true family bonds. He will always remember the Stark princess before she became a faceless man.